Actually, when I first thought about the tool in my hand was I was watching Seinfeld one night.
I'd like to have shoehorn hands.
And that's when I said to myself, you know what? Shoehorns for hands, if I had a tool on my finger, it'd be a natural way to weave.
Vincent and I have been married for over 30 years.
I'm a phys ed teacher at Westbury Middle School. I also been landscaping for over 30 years. And I'm the proud father of John and Stephen.
We're such a wonderful, close family, and I'm blessed.
And Thanksgiving of 2012, I'll never forget it. I was talking to my son Stephen and his college roommate G-Tay. So I said, hey G-Tay, did I tell you about this idea I had about a garden tool in your hand? His eyes lit up. He was like, Mr. Swazi, what a great idea.
And they actually started drawing it out, and my roommate was really excited about it.
And G-Tay and Stephen said, why don't you get it done? Why don't you make a prototype, get it going?
Honestly, during that time when I heard about it a few years back, I was worried about getting a job in the city or something like that.
He got the first prototype made by a welder named Tom Malloy.
I went to his office, I saw the door was open. He was sitting there, you know, with his cigar and, you know, his welding hat on. I said, I got an idea I'd like you to help me with. He goes, come on in the back. My first prototype, I had it on 3 fingers, so we called it the claw. And when I first tried to use it, I figured it was like the amusement park when you get those little dolls. I went in my front yard, it was like 2 days after Thanksgiving. So I stuck it in the ground and it didn't work.
He was really frustrated. He came back in. He kind of looked like he wanted to give up.
And I'm saying, this is not gonna work. This is a crazy idea. I tried it.
And then I said, Dad, you know, you already got the prototype made. That was a big step, you know, just doing that. And I said, go back out there and like think about it. You know, don't give up on it now.
And he went to get outside help from a mechanical engineer, started doing some research.
So it went from the idea I had, and then G-Tay and Stephen said, what a great idea, get a prototype made. Then I get a welder that actually took his time. He could have just said, yeah, I'm gonna do it for you and get out of here. He loved my idea so much that when I changed it a few times later, he did it for me for free because he wanted to see the idea come on the market.
You know, my dad has a tremendously powerful imagination and optimism and motivation. And a couple of his prototypes, you know, some of them were really bad, some of them were getting better and better, and I saw he wouldn't give it up.
After I had it, the prototype made and it worked, like how am I gonna get this on the market now? It's not that simple. Like who's gonna invest in this to get the tooling done to get it to the public? How am I gonna get it out there? And that's when my son John says to me, your dad, how about Kickstarter? I remember him telling me about Kickstarter years ago, but I went in one ear and out the other because I didn't understand what he was talking about.
You post a project in a small trailer, like a YouTube trailer, and people can pledge money and they get rewards. So I was like, hey Dad, like this is a great way for you to test the value of your idea.
I remember forget when we launched it, it was so exciting. We launched it and within like 3 minutes we got our first backer.
So I was like, look, if we meet this goal, and if the public wants it, that's the big part, right? Like no one knew if someone wanted it. And unlike any other time in history, you can just poll people right away. But even more than people saying yes, people gave money to it.
One night I'm laying down and watching TV, you know, in the den, and my phone's buzzing off my, you know, like beep, beep, you have a new Kickstarter backer. You know, I'm saying, man, something's wrong here. I never got this many backers in one night. And that's when I found out the following morning that Yahoo Homes ranked me number 2 out of Kickstarter projects for the home. And that night I went from like 2,500 video hits on my website to 150,000. I want to introduce you to a new garden tool that I invented. I call it the ring weeder. It's made out of ABS plastic and it's meant to be worn with a glove.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of people across the United States saw that on like whatever morning it was. And then that exposure put us over the top. And
we asked for $8,500 in a 40-day period, and we ended up getting overfunded by, you know, over $21,000. We were funded in 1 week.
It was like not only a success, it was a wild success. And it wasn't just like 50 people, 100 people, it was over 800 people. Over 800 strangers from all across the United States. That was a huge deal to the family and to my dad. We were all shocked that, you know, hundreds of people around the United States, even some people from overseas was like, here's my money, I want it. When you look at the map, we were like, whoa, like this is an idea people want. It was exciting, but also scary, because now we gave birth to something. Now we have to take care of it.
And that's when I knew that we had something.
And we sidestep, what it would take years of development traditionally. We sidestep all that in like less than 50 days.
And it's like it's still surreal to me. When we get orders online, it's like funny, it's crazy when it happens.
I knew this idea could make it. It was a smart idea, it's good. Like, why not the ringleader?
We've been endorsed by the president, Pat Chanley of the Monroe Society, and a few weeks back, we were voted top 10 all-time best inventions for the home on Kickstarter by Bob Vila. So that makes you feel proud. It makes you that, people in the industry, well-known people, they love it too.
Everything fell into place. And when we needed a patent attorney, my neighbor down the street works for a patent attorney. All these things just happened, and I think it was just meant to be.
And I remember telling my son one time, did we do the right thing? Is it that simple? Did we do all the right things? And we have. We've done all the right things so far. But we were just waiting. We're just close. This close. We're getting big.
So we've all participated in these little things that made this big thing happen.
I knew that when people saw it, they would want it. This is an American dream story.